Okay, so today we're going to be looking at an application for a part, and we're going to be looking to see the presence absence of these two circle things at the end of the clip, as well as the point position of this end of the clip, so that a robot will be able to pick it up consistently no matter the orientation or its location within the image. So the thing we're going to be running into, the issue, is that the belt behind the part itself is causing a lot of noise. You can see here with this edge detection sensitivity, depending where we set it, it's causing a lot of noise. If we go too far this way, we're really not getting the edges of the part, and if we bring it down, we're getting a lot of noise in the background. But I'll show you how we're going to solve this application, and using the tools in the VeriSense software, it's actually pretty easy. So I'm going to add the part location on contours tool. We're just going to drag that over the part here, and then we can go into model editor and see what it's looking at. So I'm going to make some adjustments to the settings, and you can watch my other video on how to do this. So I'm going to go with exact here, and now you can see that it's picking up the part as well as, unfortunately, some background noise from the belt, and we're going to erase that. So I'm going to zoom in here a little bit, and because this is a demonstration, I'm not going to do a really good job, but you can see what I'm trying to do is erase all the noise that I don't want it paying attention to, so we get a perfect model of what the part looks like and what the software should look for in subsequent images. So we don't want it looking for this noise and affecting the score. We just want it looking for, the outline of the part. So we're going to say OK, and now we have a location, and as we scroll through the images here, you can see that it's picking up that part no matter which orientation it is on the belt, which is great. So that's the first step. It still doesn't tell us if these two circle things are on the end of the clip. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in two separate tools, both doing the same thing, one for each side of this, and it's going to be under feature comparison. And there's lots of different ways to solve this. This is just the easiest one that I found. If you go to brightness and you just make a circle there, now you have upper and lower threshold. You can set those to the right setting. You say OK, and now this is automatically tied in with the location of the part. So as you scroll through the images, you can see that this circle moves around with the part, and as the orientation changes, it adjusts as well, which is a really nice feature. So good, 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 bad. And you can see right there that it's missing a part, and if we double click there, you can see that the brightness is actually a lot darker than it would be if the part was there. So right here, the part's there, it's a lot lighter, and then the grayscale values brightness of 44 as opposed to a brightness between whatever 94 and 128. So that's pretty cool. And then all we do is we copy this, which is nice. You can just right click, you can say copy brightness 1, and you just drag it down here to the second one. You say OK, and now you have two different tools, both on those circle parts, and you can see that one failed and that one failed. So that's how we're going to be able to tell if those circle things are at the end of this clip. So that works great. And then the last thing that we have to do is go to the geometry tab here, and you go to point position, and you just put the position of the part, the point where you want it to pick up the position of the part. So if I wanted the robot to pick it up, let's say on the other side, I would drag it over here. this case, I'm going to leave it right here because that's where we want this part being picked up by. And now this is going to give you the option of making each one of these relevant in a pass or fail situation. So in this case, you can see that the Y position's off or outside the threshold, as opposed to this, good image. It would say that's bad, and that's not what we want. We wanted just the output displaying the position and the orientation. So I'm going to make each one of these irrelevant. So no matter which way it's oriented, you can see these bars are still moving, but it's not relevant in a pass or fail situation. It's still going to record the position and the angle compared to, a perfectly ideal part, but it's not going to pass or fail it. And then, so we're going to say, okay, so now we have these 4 tools. If you go to Configure Interfaces, and you go to this third tab, now you can select a feature. You go all the way to the bottom to the point position tool. You can select the value. You can do the rotation, or the X position, the Y position, and you can see here in a TCP/IP format, it's spitting out the position of in this case pixels in the Y direction, in the X direction, and the rotation, and that changes as your part moves around. You can see this is a negative 28 degrees. This is 5.63 degrees, and that's how you use the point tool, and that's how you would solve this application.